4 apps so far. It's only 3 o'clock. The team's got like 40,000 on the board. Killing it. Hello? Hello? What do you mean you don't want your no-cost free benefits? Another one canceled. Man, what are you doing? It's 3 o'clock already. Huh? Dial day just started. I already told you if you're independent, you'd be done by now. We could go do something. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to talk about the difference between a captive insurance agent and an independent insurance agent. I want to cover the differences, what differentiates them from, again, the admin side to the sales side, the advantages of one versus the other, and give you the different details so you can choose as a prospective agent which side you want to go to. Okay, everyone, first let's talk about a captive agent with a captive company. What does that mean? I'm sure the word captive brings a lot of different thoughts to mind, as it should. Being captive means that you work with one company, one carrier that offers one suite of products. You're unable to step outside of your boundary or offer any products that your carrier or company that you work with doesn't offer. Okay, so you're kind of pigeonholing yourself in that regard of being able to offer one set of products to one set of clientele through your captive company. Another part of this is a lot of times you still could be 1099, not necessarily always W-2 as an employee. The thing about it is you're still not really building your business or your company because, again, you are captive. You have one company, one suite of products. Your upline or your manager or your company owns your book of business at the end of the day, regardless of what is in a contract, what they talk about. They have the right to do essentially whatever they would like with your book of businesses you've built or are building if you're captive. That's what you sign up for. Now, it isn't all bad. I don't want to make it seem like, oh, it's awful. You typically get the advantages of culture with a captive company. Some captive companies have very good or above average, at least, training resources and managers and other agents available to help you get started. And sometimes even captive organizations can have free or discounted lead options for people getting started in the industry. Again, I want to stress it more and more. When you're captive, you have one suite of products to offer that your carrier offers. You can't go out of that scope. They don't allow you to pick up outside carriers or outside contracts that might fit the needs of your customers or the customer base that you have better. You have to sell what you have available to sell those people with that company. The other part of it is, again, you're captive. You're paid from that company, typically a much lower level to get the resources that they talk about, such as leads, marketing assistance, training. You get a much, much lower level than what's available as an independent to get those things as a captive agent. So beware, do your research. It doesn't mean that all captive is bad. It just means that take all the different variables into account when making your decision. Hey, whoa, hey, stop. What's up, guys? Thank you for taking part in the videos and watching. I would really, really appreciate it if you would like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever you feel called to do, do it. Do all those. I look forward to it, and I hope you find some value in the content. All right, guys, so we discussed the captive side of the business, what that looks like, what it entails. I want to talk about the independent side and discuss those options and the different variables on this side of the fence. Full transparency, I was a captive agent my first 12 months in the business, and since then, the last 5-6 years, I've been an independent broker. On the independent side, which differs much from the captive side, you own your book of business. If you're set up appropriately, you own it. Meaning, when you write business with carrier XYZ, Mutual of Omaha, AIG, Transamerica, any of these carriers, you're being paid by them. Okay, not by some agency, some FMO. You're being paid by the carrier. You're building your business versus having a company that you're beholden to. The second part is you have the ability to offer a full suite of products, meaning you can contract with 10, 15, 25, 55 carriers if you'd like, and use all of their products that are available to the brokerage sales force to offer to all your clients. Meaning you can find the best product and fit for every client that you sit with. You can put everyone in the best situation. The other thing that's very important to recognize and realize on the independent side is that typically speaking, the commission levels are going to be much greater than that of a person on the captive model. Okay? As an independent, you're looking at 100, 110, 120% on life insurance. You're talking about owning your book of business as an independent Medicare agent. Whereas as a captive agent, that book of business is typically owned, you guessed it, by the company you work for. Being independent makes a ton of sense for those people that are motivated, can run a set schedule, are consistent, and have a game plan moving forward for success. And if you can do those things, being independent is really the route to go, simply for the reasons that we've laid out. All right, guys, so the difference between captive, independent, right? So captive, so primary differences. On the captive side, typically your book of business is owned by the carrier or company you work for, whereas independent, you own that book of business. You're building you, whereas here, you're building the company you work for. Also, commission levels, what you're paid. There can be different models on the captive side, W-2, salary, those types of things, but typically your levels are going to be 40 to 60% or even lower. I started at 30%. Whereas on the independent side, on the life insurance side, I started at 100%. Now they go much higher, 105, 110, 120% are available on that side. The other things, marketing, what does that look like? On the captive side, a lot of times they say free leads. Well, we just talked about it. No lead's free. You're at 40%, that lead isn't free. Someone's making money to get you those leads. On the independent side, we're talking paid leads typically if you want to own your book and build your company. But those are available, again, with our company at set costs. Medicare leads are $32 for direct mail. Digital is $20. But those things pay off in the long run. And the other key difference that I do think is pretty important is a lot of times on the captive side, you'll have an office culture, a set schedule that you've got to abide by. As an independent, you get full autonomy and freedom. You work when you want, where you want, and how you want. So it's really about which of those things are important to you. Where do you want to plug yourself into, and what makes the most sense for you in your future? Thank you guys so very much for making some time for me today and checking out the content we're putting out. I really, truly hope that it has been valuable for you and has been a worthwhile video and series for you. If you've suffered from low commissions or high cost leads, or you don't know where to go next in the industry and you're just kind of lost, we'd love to have a conversation with you here at UIP. Down below in the description, you'll find our website, and you can set up a call with myself or someone on the hiring team. And just we can go over the opportunity and dig a little deeper to see if working with us makes sense. Again, I really truly believe that any conversation we can have and provide value is valuable to us as well, and we would love to hear from you. So again, thank you so very much. Look forward to hearing from you, and let's grow.